Hello everyone. Today we're going to do a little bit of, we're going to have a bit of a focus on sit to stand, which is one of the core exercises that we do in our classes. So just to get us going with that, we're just going to have a little review of technique of that, and then we're going to go into our warm-up exercise that we do, integrating that to a bit of 80s flashback song from Wham. So I'm just going to talk you through, first of all, the technique for sit to stand, which you all know from doing this in class, but it's always good to have a good recap. Something to think about actually when you're looking at your space that you're dancing in is thinking about making sure that the space around you is safe, that you haven't got rugs and things and cables trailing and pets under your feet, all of which present a bit of a risk when you're exercising at home. So do check out your space first and choose a seat that's of a suitable height for you, which should be more or less at your knee height. That should be challenging enough, but also a good, comfortable level to work from. So I've got my chair and it's a good level for me for sit to stand. And we're just going to review technique for sit to stand again. You want to be sitting in your chair so that you're on the front of the chair and your feet can be comfortable on the floor in front of you. And with a little bit of energy in your core, so you're sitting up nice and tall. So we're not slumped back here, but we're ready to exercise here. And your feet nice and comfortable on the floor there. And just to warm up our ankles before we move, just in case you've been sitting for a while, we're going to do the exercise where we put the toe on the floor. We imagine we've got a 50p piece on the floor there, and then we put our heel on it on the same spot. So we're putting our toe on the 50p and then the heel on the 50p. And we're just going to do 5 or 6 of those on one foot. Good. And then place the foot down again nice and strong, and then 5 or 6 of those on the other foot. Heel and toe. Very good. So your ankles are a little bit warmed up now. And we're going to just have a review of sit to stand exercise. So if you want to just watch, first of all, it's a little difficult because the framing here is going to cut my head off as soon as I stand up. But if you focus on what the lower body is doing. So we come towards the front of our chair, and to make it a little bit more comfortable, rather than having this right angle in the knees, you're going to bring your feet in ever so slightly. So it's a little easier to get up. And can you see how this is a good height for me, for my knees to the height of the chair? So in order to do the sit to stand, I'm going to have a look ahead of me. I'm going to keep my posture nice and upright, keep my eye line upright. I can use the chair if I want to come up to stand. And when I'm ready, I'm going to drive on through the thighs to come up to stand. And just a little pad through the feet there, just to relieve any dizziness and keep the feet moving. And then to come back down again, I'm going to make sure that the chair is behind me. Maybe I can feel it, feel the backs of the, feel the chair on the backs of my legs, and then I'm slowly going to sit back down again. So that's a sit to stand. So if you want to practice that with me now, so we bring ourselves forward on the chair, feet in ever so slightly, nice parallel alignment of the legs, knees over toes, sitting up nice and tall, looking out in front of you, not at the ground, using your hands if you need to. And we're going to push on up when you're ready. Here we go. Coming up to stand. And a little pad through the feet there. And then we're going to lower back down again, making sure the chair is nice and close. And we're lowering down with good posture. And that's really good for warming up the thighs. Now, if today you don't want to do a full sit to stand, then you can do the first part of the exercise, where you're just doing a little push up through, maybe not leaving the chair very far at all, and then sitting back down again. And in fact, you can really feel that in the thighs. It's a really good workout in itself. Trying that again. So we're going to come up a little bit, keeping contact with the floor, with the chair, and then sitting back down again. Very good.